Hello guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a painted review of the high-grade Universal Sentry Rick Diaz. Now this has been painted completely using testers enamel paints such as this one, right here. Now, I'm actually going to be entering this into a local competition. So let's get on with the review. Now for colors, it comes in a brown, this lightish blue color, the dark blue, and that's about it. Comes in the red, obviously. Sorry for the underside here and here as well. Now for articulation, the head can move that far left, the same distance right. Can't move up or down, obviously. The arms can, see, they can go up that far until they hit the binders. They can extend out that far. This can move up as well, and so can this little flap. Oops. Let's take a look at the arm. The arm can bend just above 90 degrees, like so. The fist can kind of wiggle around a bit and rotate 360 because it is on a ball joint. Now the index finger can move, trigger finger, that's basically all it can do. Now moving on to the waist, it can rotate a little bit and maybe wiggle. That's because it's on a polycap. It really can't do much. On the back of the torso, the guns can move back independently. You could actually take them off as well, I'll show that later. And these binders can rotate about 180 degrees, about a little bit forward and back as well. The skirting can move that far forward, and actually a little bit side to side. It's on a ball joint. The side skirt can wiggle a bit. It's on a hinge. Back skirt, nothing. It's solid. The leg can move up that far because of that, and the leg is actually on a double joint, but it really can only bend about that much. Nothing great. The foot is on a really big ball joint. It can move down, up, and a little bit left and right. That's about it. Now let's get on to the few accessories. Back here, you have two almost identical guns. The only difference is this little peg here is on different sides for the guns. Now they're pretty well detailed, if the camera wants to focus. Come on. There you go. You can kind of see right there. I gave it a nice wash. Just some thinned down black paint. Those just peg into these like polycap joints usually used for like arms or legs. And it also comes with a clay bazooka. Also kind of weathered. Now right here, this is supposed to extend up and have one more little peg thing so that you can, hook it on the back. Let me show you if I can grab it. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Come on, focus. There. It's supposed to have like this hook. That broke off for me. So I just sanded it down and fixed it up. That's about it for the accessories. It also comes with a beam saber, which I forgot to paint, and this can actually go into here, like sideways like that, but I don't feel like putting it in there. It's a bit hard. Sorry. Now, I painted this using a mixture of colors for this and stuff, but the blue is just standard dark blue, and this has just been pre-shaded with black and then painted over with the regular Tester's black, or brown, sorry. Now, for some of the metallic parts, like this antenna thing, and on the bottom of the feet, I used Tamiya metallic gray. Tamiya metallics are nice, although that wasn't enamel. Now, this is not actually part of the kit. This has been added on because when I was filling the seam line right here, let me grab the beam saber as a pointer, right here. This was a really, really problematic seam line. If the camera decides to focus, I could show you why. Right there, you can see that panel line I had to scribe in there, because the panel line, the seam line would go up and then in and then out. Now, originally, what I wanted to do is just putty this in and try to sand it out. I tried doing that on this arm. That didn't work out too well. So I took a piece of plot plate and I stuck it on that and I sanded it down until it's perfectly smooth, except, you know, did my best. And I drilled a hole in here. Now, I wanted to make a radome for it, so I took two Warhammer bases, and I glued them together, and I sanded it to be smooth. And then I took a piece of plot plate, and I shaped it out, and I glued it in the middle. And I also added a couple of scratches, and I weathered those, added some silver, and I simply just cut a hole in the back, and then stuck this in. And the hole that I made fits perfectly into this, which is actually from the HGUC Lotto. Just stick this in there. And I think it doesn't interrupt the flow, and it looks pretty natural. As I said, I was entering this into a competition, so I also weathered it, as you can see, using some Tamiya weathering pigments and some silver paint and a sponge. It also has a neat little gimmick in the head, which I think is pretty cool, but I didn't find a use for it. You can actually lift up this and reveal some guns in there. Now, I'm never going to be displaying it like that, so when I was filling the seam line, I didn't even bother painting that piece. So it's always going to be closed. Now that's about it for this demonstration and review, I guess. I will catch you in the next video.